Listen, customer complaints can seem nerve-wracking, discouraging, even intimidating, but they're going to be your golden opportunity to improve your customer service experience. Welcome to day one of, I don't know how many days of up leveling your customer service experience for your online brand or business. Today, I'm going to be diving into 5 simple but game changing ways to handle customer complaints. Let's get into it. Number one, acknowledge quickly. Listen, I'm going to keep screaming this to the mountaintop. Your customers do not care that you're a solopreneur. They do not care that you have a 40-hour or 48-hour delay in handling complaints. They don't care that your policy says we will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. They do not care. Your customer cares that they have an issue that they need fixed and you're not fixing it. That's what they care about. Your customer cares that they received the wrong product in the mail and they needed that product by a certain date and time, and they need you to handle the situation swiftly, right? So acknowledge quickly. Your customers have expectations for you to respond to their emails, to their calls, to their DMs, whatever channel that you have set up. Your customer has an expectation that you are responding as soon as possible to show that you care, to show that you're able to offer high quality support. Now, that doesn't mean that you're, as a solopreneur, in your business all day. But if you're not a solopreneur, or if you are and you find yourself doing that, you need to look into hiring support or creating systems that will allow you to respond swiftly. Okay. And so that's number one. They want quick responses because speed is king, but also speed has a great level of influence when it comes to high quality customer service experience. Now, when we get into number two is listen actively. Let your customer vent. Let your customer say what they saying, how they want to say it. Let them go in your email. Let them do their thing. Sometimes they just want to be heard. Sometimes they want to know that you heard what they said and you're able to create a solution and solve their problem, right? Versus you saying, hold up, who you think you're talking to in the email? Like, that's not how it works. I'll tell y'all a quick little story. At first, I was going to save it for another video, but I want to tell it to you really quickly. I was working in an inbox, right? During a high impact launch, it's very fast paced. We're enrolling 16 to 50,000 people in a launch at one time. And the emails, they're coming in, the chats are coming in, we're multitasking and we're doing all the things. And I remember when it came to time to join the membership, obviously that number is probably cut in half, right? But there's still 8,000 people that we're working with. There's still 5,000 people that we're working with on a daily basis. We're onboarding them. We're getting them set up in the membership program. We're answering all of their questions. We're telling them all of the things, right? And I remember one lady, she was sending in her prayer request like clockwork every single week. People would send in their messages and they would be like, hey, I'm going through a lot right now. So-and-so just died. So-and-so just committed suicide. All of the different things. And I'm like, I'm just a customer service manager. Like, this is not what this is for. This program has nothing to do with dealing with your personal issues or your private matters. This program is about something totally different. But I didn't say, hey, can you please stop sending in your prayer requests because this ain't what this for. I didn't even delete the emails and be like, hey, we're not dealing with this today. Like, this ain't our, you know what I'm saying? I could have easily been like, this not in our wheelhouse. Let me just delete all these type of emails that come through. No, I let the customer vent. I let them share their heart out. I listened and then I responded, right? I acknowledged that what they were saying was a thing. And then I communicated and I showed empathy, right? Every time that lady, when I tell you every week, like clockwork, same day, same time, she was sending a prayer request. And every week, like clockwork, I would respond to her and let her know that we were praying for her. And I would literally spend time out of my day to pray for this lady and her prayer request. And then on the other end, when the ladies are saying suicide, I'm sending in, I'm going the extra mile because I didn't have to do any of this because this wasn't in my role. I'm going the extra mile to get you the suicide link, the suicide hotline, counseling links to give you for people who have experienced death in the family, people who have experienced loved ones committing suicide. I'm sending you resources. That's going above and beyond because I didn't have to do any of that. But that's what happens when you listen actively. Also, last point I'll say, when it comes to listening actively, you want to make sure that you're reading the email completely so that you're responding to everything. A lot of times, I love a good canned email. I love a good click on here, that's your answer, right? But the majority of the time, the customer is coming with 1, 2, 3 different questions. If you're only clicking that canned email to send over, you didn't answer all the questions. And so you're going to take a longer time to resolve that issue because now they're going to respond back to you. What about my other 2 questions I asked you? Right? And so now you got to go back and respond. So now your resolution time is getting longer and longer because you didn't listen. You didn't read. Right? Okay, boom. That's 2. Number 3 is empathize. So that goes kind of along with my last point. But for example, when customers are in your inbox, in your DMs, and they going off, and you like, I ain't signed up for none of this, okay? They're going off. When it comes to empathizing, instead of you saying, hold up, ma'am, please come with respect. Please put some respect on my brand and my business, right? Instead of you saying whatever you're going to say in return, you're saying, hey, good morning, Mrs. Whatever. Good morning, so-and-so. Thank you so much for your email. I understand how frustrating this can be that you received the wrong product. I sincerely apologize. We take full responsibility, right? And so you're empathizing. You're saying, hey, I understand that this is frustrating. I understand that you pissed off right now. You got every right to be, we messed up. Take responsibility. Empathizing has a lot to do with really understanding, being in that person's shoes. Because if a company that you pay good money for sent you the wrong product, you're mad, right? Especially if you needed it for something that's that same night or in a couple of days, right? Because now you got to go all out your way and find something to replace the item that you wanted to work for you. That's for product-based businesses. Even with service-based businesses, if someone is in your coaching program, your membership, and they're like, well, the sales page said we was going to get access to this, and you not delivering on what you said, your promise isn't being fulfilled to me, you a fraud, you're a scam, right? Instead of you saying, hold up, what you not going to do is talk to me like this, instead of you going that hood, right? Instead of you getting all about their life, you're saying, hey, I'm so sorry. Can you please explain to me what you were expecting that we didn't offer? Can you please explain to me, this little piece of hair looking real crazy. Okay, can you please explain to me what was the thing that I promised you that I did not deliver on? I'm so sorry you feel this way. Please help me to understand. I would love to get on a call with you, a quick 15-minute brief call to address your concerns so we can come up with some solutions together, right? That takes me into number 4, offer solutions. Offer solutions. Sometimes you have policies in place and you're like, hey, our policy states this, boom. We're going to handle this way. But at other times, you got customers who like, I don't care about your policies. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. In some instances, especially in the cases where you were wrong or where you or your employees messed up, you need to be able to offer clear options to resolve the issue. So that may look like you're saying, hey, I'm so sorry that you got the wrong thing. You may offer them a solution of, hey, I can send you a prepaid packaging slip so that you can return it with no charge, and I'm going to give you a discount on you replacing it, right? I'm going to give you a discount code for you to purchase the right item, or I'm going to resend you the other one and then still give you a refund, whatever it is. Or for your service-based businesses, it may be something along the lines of like, hey, I'm going to offer you a month free in this program because of X, Y, and Z. You can offer them 3 to 4 options or 1 to 2 options to let them know, like, hey, I hear you, I care, and I want to make this experience better for you. Let me know which one you prefer, you know? All right. And number five is follow up. I told y'all these are very simple things that people think are common sense, but sometimes there's no systems, there's no processes in place for you to do this effectively. But they're simple, but they really will change the game in your customer service experience. So, number 5 is to follow up. After you resolve that issue with that customer, after you have responded and they have not responded back, you want to check in with them. You want to make sure that they are satisfied with the solution that you have provided for them. You want to make sure that everything is good. That's going to make sure, like, hey, I just want to check in to see if we solved your problem. I just want to check in to see if you're satisfied with the resolution, because you may give them the solution, but then instead of them responding, they just may go about their day, right? Your follow-up is going to ensure, like, hey, are you satisfied with the resolution? We just want to check in with you. By now, you should have received the new product that you actually paid for that you weren't sent before. Not in that way, but you know. How did it work? Was it what you needed? Could we have done anything better? Ask them, give them a quick little 1 to 2, question survey to see, like, what could we have done better to improve your experience the next time. And so you want to follow up with them. That way, you know what you can do better, and you know that this person didn't dip out on you. Because if they respond, more than likely, they're, oh yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you for checking in. Yes, you resolved my issue. I'm satisfied. We're good, right? Somebody might be like, yeah, I didn't like it. Took too long for you to resolve my issue. You still didn't do the thing that I wanted you to do. You know that person probably not going to buy with you again. Right. So that gives you feedback on how you can improve any process or system for the next time or for the next client. And it reassures you for that customer who's like, yeah, y'all messed up, but I'm not dipping out on y'all. Y'all messed up, but I'm still going to stay here because I still enjoy your brand overall. Right. So handling these complaints effectively is not only going to help you retain your customer or your client, but it can even turn into someone advocating for your brand. So that person could have just had a bad experience with your process or your system, but because you follow all of these things, you acknowledged them quickly, you responded, you listened to everything they had to say, and you responded to everything. You empathized with them, you offered solutions, right? And you did your follow-up. Because you did all of these things, now they're like, man, I've been shopping with this brand for a long time. I've been in this membership program for a long time. I had this one issue. I couldn't access my membership for a couple of days. And I'm like, the moment the power go out because of a storm, people are hitting up their utility companies and they're like, hey, I was without power for 5 days. I need some kind of a prorated bill, right? Same thing with your membership. Like, can you offer a prorated discount for the next month? Because they didn't have access because you didn't respond on time, right? Can it be something like that? And so it's not only going to help you retain your customers, but it also can turn them into advocates for your business. So now they're like, hey, y'all, I've been in this membership program and I had an issue. And the way they handled that customer service experience blew my mind, y'all. It's top tier. And so now they're turning a negative situation into a positive for you. And now you can go and repost what they said. Like, thank you so much. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for still rocking with us. Boom. Quick little testimonial. Quick little advocacy for your brand because you offered a great, simple process when it came to their issue. All right, y'all. So make sure you realize that customer complaints are opportunities for you to improve. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.